Good morning everybody, it's Bea from Bespoke Crafts and welcome to my channel. Before I start, can I just please thank everybody for subscribing to my channel. I really do appreciate it. If you're watching and you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. It is free and it really does help my channel. In the background you'll hear Merlin. Excuse me, he's my African grey. And he gets quite loud, but with the software that I use I can't turn the background off too much, and I'm not going to shut the doors and shut him in a room. So as part of watching my channel you get to hear Merlin. Fortunately he doesn't have any bad language. He does have a little bit of bad language, but there's only he can make it out, and that is certainly not from me. So there you go. Excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat. So today's, oh, by the way, click the like button for me please. You can share the video by all means. You can use the card for inspiration. I don't know what I'm doing, I think I've got an idea. And if you click that notification bell, you will be informed of my next video. I didn't do the Advent calendar number 9. I didn't do one yesterday. I just wasn't up to it, so at some point I will incorporate that into another card and mention it then. But at the moment I'm going to base on day 10. So day 10's die is, as soon as I saw this, it was like, it's so sweet. It's a little signpost, which is so detailed. It's lovely. So this is number 10. I'll just pop it back so I don't lose it. And I always pop it in the back of the envelope so that I can see. And I normally cut one out to put in there as well, which I'll probably do that later. So yeah, that's day 10. So I've cut it out twice, but I've also cut some the top part off a couple of times because I'm going to layer it up, causing some dimension. So my thoughts are to use I've got my card base, I've got my matte layers, I've gone for a blue layer, and I've got this card from, it's a Studio Art, it's from the range in the UK, 25 colours, and the colours are quite nice. I'm not quite sure of the thickness of it, it doesn't say, but $2.99 for 25 sheets at A3. So not bad at all. So I've gone for the blue, got my matte layer. So my card base is just over 5 3/4. My panel is 5 1/4, and I've done the matte layer just slightly larger by about 2 mil, just because I just want a very small edge around the side. So that's what I've done with that. So my plan was to, using this aperture die from Matalan, why am I saying Matalan? God knows. From Guillotines, is pop that there. I'm going to put the lighthouse, which again is Guillotines. I'm not sure whether this is the one because I've also got the bigger lighthouse in here. But yeah, so it's the lighthouse and the cottages that come together in the background. Like so, just not so you can particularly see them, but just so that they are there, and possibly the run up like so, because this one doesn't cut out. This one doesn't cut out either. It just leaves a an indent. I think you can lift the box up. I think so. We'll see how we get on with that. And I'm just going to put a little bit of colouring behind it in blue, which fetches this blue into it. And I'm literally just going to put the signpost to the beach in there. So that's the plan. So I'm only going to do a light bit of colouring. I think I'm going to do this part first. Excuse me. I think what I might do, I might cut a full one out and stick it on, as well as having it embossed. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to use my Gina K intricate die cutting machine. Oh, it's a bit of a beast, but it's brilliant. I love this little machine, well, big machine. The good thing about it does, oh, I don't know if you can see that. It does die cutting, it does letterpress and 2D embossing folders, but it also does 3D, and you can change the dial so you can make it tighter or you can make it looser. So it fits, literally does fit all dies and all embossing folders. And it clicks into place. It's on, as soon as you put the wings down, it suctions down. It's on the mat as well. It's got a little cupboard there, little drawer, which you could put your handle in, but I just don't take it off. I've got the magnetic plate, which you have to buy. You buy separately. It doesn't come with a magnetic plate, but I just find them ideal. So what I'm going to do is position that. I'm going to use a little bit of mint tape just to secure it a little bit. No, I know it's on a magnetic plate, but you know, belts and braces. That's perfect. I'm not going to do another one. And this little lead up. I want it that way actually. We'll see what it turns out like. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. I've just thought about, just looking at these now, this is for Alison. I left a message. I answered your message on the video. I answered it last night and I obviously wasn't thinking, because I've answered you, not the crayons, with the pencils. I am so sorry, Alison. I was talking about sharpening these and using them straight from the crayon, the pencil themselves. Because with these, I'm just digressing a little bit. This is for Alison and anybody else that's interested. But the watercolour pencils, it's pure pigment all the way through. Okay, so that's what they look like. When I'm applying, in fact, I'll use them. Shall I use them? Yeah, I'm going to use them. So when I'm applying these, there's a number of ways you can do it. Is I wet my brush down. This is not the best brush. It hasn't been cleaned properly. It's clean, but it's just not the best. And I apply the pigment from the pencil itself. And then brush on. So this is what, Alison, I'm so sorry, this is what I was talking about yesterday. And also, when you get so far down and you sharpen them, if you save your shavings, because it's just pigment, you're just wasting it if you just throw it away. And you could have those just tiny little tubs, such as any of these that you can buy these empty, and just fill it up with that. Whereas I was using these crayons, and I will use those as well. So what? I am so sorry, Alison. You must have thought, what on earth is she on about? So if I'm going to use the distress crayons, you can either put it on the base, like so, and add your water, and pick it up that way. Do it the same colour. Frosted Juniper, well, no we aren't. This is Ice Spruce, this is Frosted Juniper. But you can also crayon onto your part, and then add your water onto your brush, and then just blend it through, like so. Either way, whichever way suits you, you can do. So again, apologies, Alison. This is what I do with the pencils, and that's what I do with the crayons. I just love Tim Holtz's products. Really, I only use his. I know there are other brilliant products out there, but I've been a fan of his from first starting card making, which must be now, 11, 12 years, something like that. I've been using Gummy Pan for possibly about 2.5 years. So yeah, apologies, Alison. I did say I wasn't feeling it yesterday. So I'm going to allow that to dry and do a little bit of colouring of these elements. I'm going to use very pale colours to do the lighthouse and the cottages. I don't know how I'm going to put them down yet, but I'm just literally randomly picking out some colours. So I've got my blender. I've got WG4, which is warm grey 4, E210 brick beige, E380 ash rose, E432, which is vent celadon. I think I need to get my glasses, my eyes checked, and E440, and it's khaki. I want to give the impression that the lighthouse is obviously round. So to do that, if you go down the edges with your darker colour, it does give that impression. And this particular tip came from Kelly Taylor. I don't know whether you've watched her. She's a colourist from America. She's absolutely brilliant. She's fantastic. I can't say any more. So I am going to do that. This is khaki. So let's have a look at putting you together. So that goes like that. So I want to do lighthouse like there, and the cottage. Let's do it. Something like that. So I want to stick these on first. Yeah. What I am going to do is I'm going to use my tape. And I'm going to pop it up. So I do find it's easier with this tape if you want to go round an aperture, whatever shape, you put the first bit down and then lift the backing up a little bit at a time and then twist around. Pressing down as you go. Right, I'm going to use some browns now for the signpost. And again, I've just picked them out randomly. So I've got mulberry olive, fennel seed and copper. So it's E460, E450 and E130. That might not be the right choice. I'm also going to pull in E440. So I've got 440, 50 and 60. And that again is khaki. If you haven't noticed with these Ohuhu pens, I only noticed it when I bought my new storage for them. The brush part has got the excuse me, has got the grey line around them, so it's just as a visual. I hadn't noticed it before. It shows how observant I am. So I'm going to use the dark first, and I'm just going to go around the edges because I'm going to use this as the base one. got these really fine thin strips, and if you can't see it, put it on properly. Using a white jelly roll from Gummy Pan. This is beach. Little blob at the bottom. And I think I have one more element. Because the seagulls are massive. Put a seagull on. So there's today's card. Thank you so much for watching. Like I say, please subscribe. It is free. It does help my channel. Press the like button and leave me a comment. I love reading those. Even if I don't answer them right. Again, sorry Alice. Click that notification bell, and then you'll be informed when I upload a new video, which apart from the Gummy Pan, I do normally like to do at least 3 a week. So there's today's card. Quite happy with that. I love this. Love it. So see you next time, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Bye.